Hello and welcome to the Magical Travel Adventure YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk a little Disney Genie, a little Disney Genie Plus, a little Lightning Lane, and individual attraction selection. If you don't know, Disney has started what's basically a vocabulary lesson for anyone coming, but I'm here to break it down, and you could definitely use all these services, and it's a great option for anyone coming to Disney World. It's just new vocabulary that we all have to learn. So starting October 19th, Disney World is going to start the new Genie option. Disneyland's will happen sometime this year. We're not sure when, but October 19th is when Disney Genie, Disney Genie Plus, Lightning Lane, and individual attraction selection begins. So let's go over what all these things mean. Disney Genie is a free service. It is going to be a part of your My Disney Experience app. So it's just another feature in the app. If you, starting October 19th, you'll be able to go in the My Disney Experience app and you'll be able to see, it will say something about Disney Genie. This is a free service. Disney Genie is a free service. And there's lots of different options that you could do in it. The big thing is that it personalizes your day. If you are interested in, if your family's interested in princesses or Pixar or different things around the parks, you could pick the types of things that you want to do, and Disney will help you to figure out what is the best option to do based on that day. It also provides you a real-time tip board, like with wait times and things like that, and it includes forecasted wait times. So if you're deciding whether or not that this is a good time to actually ride a ride, you can check to see if it normally gets busier later in the day or if it doesn't get as busy later in the day. That will help you decide if you want to ride it now or later. There is still the attraction virtual queue. So right now, Remy's Ratatouille in Epcot is the only virtual queue option right now, but that is where you will go to make your virtual queue option. And it also takes care of all your food stuff. You will mobile order in there. You can check in for your table service option, or you can get on the waiting list for a table service option. It also includes a virtual assistant. This virtual assistant is basically someone that you can type to and ask them questions like, what time are the fireworks tonight at Magic Kingdom? And they will respond back to you. I will say I've recently gone to Disney World and I did not find that feature was working fantastically, but hopefully as this Disney Genie opens up, that it will be better for everyone. Now, moving on to Disney Genie Plus. Disney Genie Plus is a paid version. And what this means is that you are paying to go in $15 per day per ticket. So you have to have a ticket already for that day. And you can, it's basically the new Fastpass. It just costs $15 per day. So if you are a family of 4, for you all to have Genie Plus for the day, it's $60 for the day. Or if you're going to buy it for the whole week, it's $420. What you should know is that to buy Disney Genie Plus, you can decide buying it day of, if that's something that you're interested in. Like if you're going to Magic Kingdom that day, hey, let's buy it. Let's get it for all 4 of us and let's do it. But you might not want it if you're going to, let's say, Animal Kingdom. So that day you don't buy it. If that's the case, you are just buying Genie Plus the morning of. The only time you want to buy Disney Genie Plus ahead of time is if you're planning on using it every day of your vacation. Otherwise, you can only purchase it the day of your vacation. And that goes true for annual pass holders unless you're staying on property. So if you are you're just living at home with an annual pass and coming in for the day, you could purchase it day of in the app. Now, with that being said, this is what you get with Genie Plus. At 7 a.m., the time slots open up for anyone who has purchased Genie Plus. So you could be staying on property or off property, and you can pick your first time slot available for whatever attraction it is that you want. You need to pick an attraction for the park pass that you have for that morning. You cannot pick something, if you have a park hopper, you can use it park hopping, but you can't use it park hopping before you've park hopped. So if I'm going to if my park pass is for Magic Kingdom, I need to make a 7 a.m. park pass for Magic Kingdom for one of the rides, let's say Thunder Mountain. And it's going to give me the next available time. It is not going to give me whatever time I want. It's going to give me the next available time. And as we're talking, I am going to put up what the attractions are available for for Genie Plus. So you'll see them as I'm talking also. So there are about 40 attractions available. You can decide, you can get one ride per day. So if I want to ride the Haunted Mansion and I use my Genie Plus to get me a time slot for 11 to 12 o'clock, that is the only time that I can go and use it for Haunted Mansion. I can't use it for Haunted Mansion again until the next day or a following day. You can continue to get as many options as you want. Genie Plus will let you know if you can hold one reservation at a time, but also if it's a certain amount of time since you've purchased one, you can get another one. So if I get Thunder Mountain for 9 a.m., I got to make it later. If I get Thunder Mountain for 3 p.m. and it's been, they keep changing the time, but if it's been over 2 hours and it's still not time for you to get to Thunder Mountain, they will allow you to make a second reservation in Genie Plus. You can also use it park hopping. So in the morning, if you go to Magic Kingdom and then you go to Hollywood Studios in the afternoon, you can make a reservation through Genie Plus at, let's say, Slinky Dog and say, hey, we want to ride Slinky Dog at the next available time. Great, we're park hopping at 2. It says it's available at 6. Let's grab it. So those are things that you can do. What is the hardest part for people to understand is, what is this lightning lane? Lightning lane is the physical line you are walking through when you get your return time for Genie Plus or individual attraction selection, which I'll talk about next. So lightning lane is literally the space in which you enter and get into line to redeem your Genie Plus or individual attraction selection. That's all it is. So instead of it saying Fastpass, the Fastpass line and the standby line, it will say lightning lane, because then there's one line for both those names for Genie Plus and individual attraction selection. So let's move on to individual attraction selection. This is an a la carte feature for Genie Plus, not part of Genie Plus. So individual attraction selection is available to anyone. You do not need to have Genie Plus in order to get an individual attraction selection. It's a la carte, so you can buy, whichever ones you want per day. You get max 2 per day, and they are for the most popular rides in each park. So on site, you can start booking your individual attraction selection at 7 a.m. Off-site, you could start booking when the park opens, but you do not need to be in the park when the park opens. Right now, the prices range around $7 to $15 per person per ride, meaning if I want to ride Everest, that is the least expensive ride, and that's at $7 per person on opening on October 19th, while Rise of the Resistance is $15 per person per day. And with this, you can choose what time you are coming back to visit the attraction. So that's a little different. Genie Plus says this is the next available time, so you could take it. Individual attraction selection, you could choose what time you can get it during the day. Now, I am going to put up, this is the individual attraction selection options. This is what they are today. They will probably be updated and changed throughout the years. And as new rides open up, that will probably change also. But this is starting day for 2021, what the rides are for individual attraction selection. The individual attraction selection is dynamic pricing. So again, although the first day it's $7 for Everest, another day it might be $9 per person. So you need to decide, you don't have to use Genie Plus or individual attraction selection at all. You can do the standby lines for any of these rides also. So that's still an option too. You shouldn't feel like you have to get these things. And you can also just see how it goes when you're there. But all of this is available through My Disney Experience in the Genie part of the app. So you can purchase everything. You don't need to plan in advance because you can't make any advance reservations. Everything is day of. The only thing that you might do ahead of time is buy Genie Plus for your whole trip. Other than that, nothing is done ahead of time. Everything is done that day. So it does kind of help because let's say you are leaving for your vacation and it's Wednesday and you're getting there Friday. And Wednesday, all of a sudden, your kid says, Mommy, I really want to go to see Slinky Dog the first day that we get there. And you're like, okay, great. I have Magic Kingdom reservations for that day. You change your park reservations, and then you don't have to worry about changing or missing any fast passes that you've previously made because you can decide that morning. Or you could kind of see, like, hey, let's go in the morning and see what it's like, and then try the ride at Rope Drop. And then if we want to ride it again, we can use Genie Plus. Or maybe we don't even buy Genie Plus and we see how it is in the park that day. And then if it's not that crowded and we don't need it, then hey, we don't purchase it that day. It's kind of a very flexible system that you can use it how you want. And it makes it very simple for families that you don't have to plan everything in advance. You can kind of work it around your schedule. I will say for individual attraction selections, if you're making a time, it's unclear if you can adjust the time if you're running late or if they will let you in if you are running late from another reservation or something like that. It does say that there are no refunds. So be aware that there are no refunds when you are doing individual attraction selection. Of course, everything is made to be that, you can't guarantee that any ride will be available for your day. And as it hasn't actually launched yet, I can't give you feedback on how it's all going to work exactly yet. But look forward to a future video where I do talk about how it is going the first couple of weeks. And we'll talk more then. But I'm very excited about all these new systems and can't wait to try them. I also have a list of the attractions if you want a link to the attractions that are available if you want to go check those out too. Next time, I'll see you guys next time on the Magical Travel Adventure YouTube channel.